Hey everyone, it's Dying Demon, and welcome to DDSS or Dungeons and Dragons Space Shuttles again. I was gonna do a video on how to automate your smelter. I had already got the crafter in place using refined storage and how to pull out the materials and use pipes to just constantly pour or just suck the material just right out of the liquid right into a thing. Speaking of, how are you doing? Alright, I think I've processed all my uranium. Yep, and I've got an almost abundant amount of palladium. Okay, so, but instead there was a request for how do you find tree dungeons? Now, I had to give myself vibranium ore by accident because I was trying to figure out why someone else was not able to get vibranium ore, but as it turns out, it's just been removed from the overworld. So if you're watching this, thank you, Pat Creator, who's for some reason, I just forgot your name. I am terribly sorry. I know your name. I swear. Freebie, there you go. Freebie, however you pronounce it. Sorry. He moved it out of the overworld, and my world is old, and Amy and Strange have done a lot of exploration. So, things are still here all over the place, so it's easy for me to find. So instead today we're gonna go find tree dungeons to help people find. Ooh, you actually this resource pack actually modifies this one. I like. In Twilight Forest you need tree dungeons. That way you can find things like this, or the sorting tree, or the mining tree. And Strange built this for me, by the way. Thank you, Strange, after encasing my entire house in glass and bedrock. So the tree you're looking for are these things from Twilight. In the top of these trees are what are known as leaf dungeons. Now their setup is pretty similar to a dungeon, but inside of them they have spider spawners. Now this one that I grew after Amy found me a sapling, I got lucky and it had 3 of them in there. And this is what they look like inside. There's a chest which has stuff in it, and there's a spider spawner right in the middle. But I want to find a vanilla one for you, just out in the wild. Now, this might take a while because we did a lot of exploration in the Twilight. Let me go find it. It's Strange's old house. So that one? Yeah, this one. He still needs to come pick up all his crops and everything. Good lord, that or I might steal him if he isn't going to. He just kind of left his place in shambles when he moved, and I think he's moving again. My dynamite's still there. Okay. So our Twilight Portal, for whatever reason, we've never moved it away. It's still over here. For those who don't know how to make a Twilight Portal, you just put some 4x4 of water, surround it with this, and you toss something in, but I don't remember what. Whoop. Alrighty, welcome to the Twilight Forest. Why are there enemies on the surface? Huh. Alright, so, first things first, there you go, there's a tall tree right there. I think this counts as one. So the easiest way to look for it is to look for enemies spawning in the tree area, and to listen for the sound of spiders. This one probably doesn't have a dungeon in it. Oh, no, I hear the spiders. You hear them? So I have... Yep, right here, right underneath me. I have lumium on my weapon, so it highlights it. But as you can see in these tall trees, if you have lumium, it's easier to spot. You'll be able to see this. And for those of you who don't know, it gives you Illuminati and glowing. It makes you invisible, but makes you able to see everything else. So let's just, let's not use that. That'll be bad. See? Down here. There's your spawner, so let's just kill that. There we go. And I'm just gonna pull out my gun and just, like, shoot these suckers. There we go. And ta-da! You're in a tree dungeon. And you just open up a chest, and if you look inside, I have 5 sickly twilight, a charm of keeping, melon seeds, and wheat. Now, in Twilight, there are some trees, like here, you have the Tree of Transformation, which is what you see in my lake. The Tree of Time, which I don't know what the Tree of Time does, to be honest with you, but there's the Tree of Time. Which, by the way, you can also get it from Void Botanic Miners. I've never made one, but this is just how I got my stuff. You have, let's see, you also have, so these are the things you can find in there. There's the Sickly Twilight, the Canopy Tree, the Twilight Mangrove, the Darkwood, the Robust Twilight Oak, Tree of Time, Tree of Transformation, Miner's Tree, which pulls up all the ores underground, but I don't know if you have to add ores to its list or not to include all of them. The Sorting Tree, which sorts chests near the tree, so if you don't have a mod that does that, it does it for you. And Rainbow Oak. You can find all of these. The heck is a moonworm? Where do I find you? Oh. By the way, I've launched one of these out of a railgun. It is annoying as hell. But these are what you can find here in these trees. I said you just can do it from listening from the sound, but if you have a Lumium item, like I do with this hammer, I truthfully recommend that you use it, because you can go to these bigger trees and it'll just light up enemies as they spawn if you just stand there a few seconds. And that, like, you see all these trees just grouped together, you see how they're so perfectly looking? You just sit here and wait. Just kind of run around, and if there are any, it'll light them up. And if not, you move on to the next tree, and you just keep hopping from tree to tree. Now, if you don't have a jetpack or a slime sling, this can be a bit difficult. But if you do have one, it is really helpful on finding these dungeons. Just kind of waiting around close to where I'm in range of anything that could spawn, so. Like, you see how this is just leaf? They look similar to this, though. Doesn't like there's anything in this one. Move on to the next set. And that's all you're doing, is you're just looking from these tall... Ooh. Hello there. You're just going from tall tree to tall tree, looking for the spiders. They will tell you. I have yet to be in there. I probably should go to that. Let's see. Trying to find one more. Not every tree is going to have one, by the way. Just don't get discouraged if your tree doesn't have one. Nope, I'm not seeing one. God, this tree has a lot of things in it. This is a big one. I wish I had you. You would have made a lot better than that skinny little... Oh, here's one. Right here. So, just break on in. I'm not using my lumber axe because I don't want to delete the entire darn dungeon by accident. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take my Supremium. Oh, there's a hive up here. Go away. See? Right here. I've got Twilight Mangrove, a Tree of Transformation, Melon Potato Mill. See? That's perfect right there. It's literally what I was trying to show y'all. And that's all I have to show you. This is pretty much quick. This is just how you find a Twilight sapling. Next time next time I do one of these videos, it'll be for automating your smelter using refined storage. There are multiple ways to do it, and multiple ways to make sure you don't accidentally alloy something. But until next time, this has been Dying Demon. Bye.